Okay, so this is Tales from Retail, how retail negatively affects your mindset. Um, Part 6. And so I agree with just about everything that he says. One thing that I learned being uh, I keep forgetting I worked retail for AAFES too, which is the Army Air Force Exchange Service. Even though I did it for, I think it was about 2 weeks, and then I had to quit because my kids needed me at home. I was trying to save some money to get divorced. I was failing miserably because I wasn't finding a job where I could actually take care of myself. My ex-husband, my first husband, was telling me I had a year to be able to figure it out before he filed for divorce. Otherwise, it was like a forced, coerced, stay married to me type of a thing. Even though he had physically abused me, that's another video. But a lot of times people, they may not really want to listen to things that I have to say. But let's get back to the retail part, how it negatively affects your mindset. Well, let me say though, with the AAFES job though, they had me counting pennies at night, so I was counting coins, and so I was working late. I was getting paid, and I didn't see that as a big deal. But I kind of wanted to go home. It was just kind of like when I worked for J.C. Penney's. I was getting paid and getting extra hours. I don't know, maybe I was in just too big of a hurry to want to be done working and go home and not have to deal, because the people on military bases, they can be crappy at times. They can be, I learned that, they can be very crappy. I used to give them the benefit of the doubt, but I've since learned even they can be very crappy when it comes to wanting help and providing feedback. If you want feedback, you are going to get the real truth, the nitty gritty, and it's going to entail some First Amendment words that most people don't like along with it. Now, this young man in this video is referencing that someone else is saying that their job sucks too. So it's a comparison of whose job sucks worse than someone else's job. And so we can factor in parenting too, which is an unpaid job. It's unappreciative, but it's unpaid. But the biggest problem I see is we have inflation. Now, there was one guy, I had made a reference on Facebook about heat exhaustion, and he said he was going in and out of loading trucks, and he was worried about heat exhaustion. He said something about that he had high blood pressure and diabetes, and it was affecting his mental stability doing that, loading the trucks, walking in and out of the trucks, loading them, and he was suffering, having